welcome. I want to go ahead and share with you how we did the vocab on the day you were gone. Okay? So if you go in Google Classroom, all right, you go on your Chromebook, Google Classroom, you're going to notice that there is this assignment that says Earth History Vocab. Once you're in there, you want to go ahead and open up that right there. And this is a document that I want you to write on. Every time that we add vocabulary on Earth History Unit, I want you to go ahead and get in here and add vocab. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. So first thing you need to do is open this up, and then you're going to want to put your name in here. Notice that it says it's by insert name here. Go ahead and put your name in, and then take out these brackets that are there. Put your name in and take out those brackets. Also block, go ahead and put your block number right in there. And again, take out those brackets, put your block number in. Okay? All right, next thing you do is you're going to go, and in class normally what I'll do is I'll teach you the vocab word, and then you'll have to type a couple of things onto this document. So here's kind of like what we did. First, what we did in class is we said the word strata, and we went over the definition, and you'll see in strata it says layers of rock. You already know that. And then you'll notice a picture right on the slide. When you see that picture on the slide, what you're going to do is you're going to be listening in, and I'm going to give you a reason why this picture shows the word strata. So look at this picture here. The picture shows strata because as we look at these rock layers, as we look at this rock face, we see layers. We see strata. So that's what you would type in here. That this picture shows strata because it shows us layers inside of a rock. Okay. Also, what you'll need to do anytime we do vocab is to make a connection or give an example. So a connection that we talked about in class is when I think of strata, it connects with me to think of layers, trident layers. If you ever had the trident layers gum, if you look on the side, there's layers in there. So I could type in here, a connection I think of with strata is the gum trident layers because if I look at the side, it has layers too. And I would type that in. So you can go ahead and pause at any time and go ahead and type those explanations in. Okay? All right. Other words we went over were erosion, same thing. We went over the definition, we looked at the picture, and then we explained why the picture shows erosion. Okay, and here we talked about how it looks like rock that's been broken down, and that's what erosion is, and that's how the picture shows it. Examples, people talked about anywhere from about rock breaking into pieces or sand on a beach and things like that. Okay, so what you'll need to do is go through, look at the definitions, look at the pictures, explain why the picture shows that word, and then make some sort of connection with it. So you're going to do that for erosion, sediment, you're going to do that for deposition, okay, compaction. Also, you're going to do it for fossil, which is what we just covered. And this was the new word that we talked about, this law of superposition. Okay? And this is pretty simple. It's just a law that states anytime you're looking at rock layers, that the oldest layers are the ones at the bottom. They had to be there first. And then other layers were stacked on top. And those layers are younger. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to say this picture shows the law of superposition because blank, you're going to fill in the reason. Because you can see in this picture we've got oldest at the bottom, youngest at the top. And then you're going to make a connection, okay? One thing we talked about in class was stacking cups, okay? Anytime you're in a stacking cup contest, you got to stack the bottom layers first. So if you were to time me and we were to stack those cups and I was to get up to the top, the layer at the bottom would be the oldest because it would be there the longest out of all the other layers. I got to have that bottom layer before I can stack on top. So it's the same with rocks. Got to have older layers first before higher layers. So that's kind of what we did with vocab. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to go through and you'll want to add an explanation and make a connection for each one of these. In the future, when we have vocab, what you'll do is you'll insert the vocabulary word up at the top. You'll listen in for the definition and type it. You'll go ahead and insert your own picture. You'll talk about what that vocabulary word is and how it makes that how it shows it. And then at the bottom, you're going to make a connection or give an example. So that's pretty much what we did and what you'll do in the future for our vocab.